Hey, Spangies, how are you? How's your weekend going? We're live here, guys. Sunday night, chat and chill. Thanks for stopping by, Spangies. I appreciate it. What have you been up to, Spangies? We're just kind of chilling back tonight. Just been putting Mason to bed, but he's been up and down all evening. So if Mrs. K has to go attend to him, I apologize if you hear anything in the background. But what's everybody been up to? Hey, Ash, how are you? Hey, Tim. Thanks for stopping by. I'm okay. Myself, I'm okay. We had a busy weekend. We had the older boys here this weekend, and for the most part, I've been driving my older son all around. He's 14, becoming the teenager, and doing the finally doing the socializing thing. So, been driving him all over town type thing, meeting up with his friends, and just relaxing with the younger two. But it's been a fairly busy weekend. What's everybody up to tonight? I hope your weekend was good. Like I said, mine was a little bit busy. Me and Mrs. K, we just finished watching Big Brother tonight. We had the finale on Wednesday, so it's turning out to be a good one, but kind of a predictable one at the rate it's going now. I don't necessarily have anything planned tonight. Just kind of a chat and chill stream per se. Hey, Quilty Mom and Molly, how are you? Thanks for popping in. I know it's been a week since I was live. I'm You're bummed out about Big Brother. Yeah, I was really hoping that they would have a different outcome tonight, but what can we do, right? I'm not sure who all has watched it as of yet, so I don't necessarily want to go ahead and give anything away. Um, yeah, I'd like Nicole to win too, but I don't I don't know unless she can pull off the next win. I don't see it happening, unfortunately. You don't watch Big Brother, Tim? Yeah, it's we've been watching. My wife and I we've been watching for a couple years now. So you didn't watch yet, but you know who won? It's got to be in the Instagram feeds or Facebook posts and that type of thing. I'm sure. We just finished watching it. Well, about 5 minutes ago. You've been watching for years too, as well. It's a decent show. It's a decent show. The only thing I find is that once it gets down to the end, it's kind of predictable. Dingo's hamster watch. The first few the first few evictions I find okay. After that, people's true colors come out, and I mean the show's good, but week to week it becomes so predictable. And I know that they try to put spins on it. I said 30 minutes. Yeah, no, that was I had put it up as a as a as a stream I scheduled it for the future, so it was actually sitting on my stream for about half an hour before I actually went live. Tim, it's a bunch of people in a house, and they just now you got to edit. It's a bunch of people in a house. They basically pick different cast members, and what happens is every week they end up playing. You're basically it's almost like Survivor, but in a more social setting. It's not all it's not all based on competitions. It's you play a social game, you get to know people, that type of thing. Yeah, some of the comps are really silly. I agree. Yeah, there you go. Quilty Mom probably said it a little bit better than I explained it. I'm sure. Yeah, guys, if you wouldn't mind, if you're just stopping by or popping by, do me a favor and smash that like button. Throw me a comment if you're watching the replay. Um, I definitely appreciate it. I know that last week I was up actually to about 550 subscribers. I've watched it drop a little bit. I'm at 545, I believe, the last time I checked before the stream. And I've noticed that my watch hours have gone down a little bit, but I'm sure that's just as the week goes by and the analytics. I'm not necessarily too worried at this point about that kind of thing. But how was everybody's week? Did you guys do anything interesting? I know I know Ash, life with ankylosing spondylitis. She's been sick the last couple of days. I hope that she's on the mend now. You hit 1K. Congrats, Quilty Mom and Molly. That's awesome news. I'm slowly but surely kind of growing towards there. Um, I haven't been able to get on a lot of the grow streams this week, um, and really kind of participated um, any length of time that I'd like to be in. Hey, Miss Kelly, how are you? Smash that like button if you could for me. I can call you Trish. You know what, Trish? I probably, in all honesty, I'll try to remember that. My memory's not exactly all that great, but I'll definitely try to do that. Tim's got 619 subs. Guys, if there's anybody in the chat that you're not subscribed to, or you're not familiar with, go ahead and check everybody out. I mean, spread the support for everybody. Love up on everybody. That's how I've grown. You know, slowly but surely, but I'm growing, right? And that's the main thing. I have a really bad memory too, Quilty Mom. It comes with many many health issues, and just age alone does it. You do trains, Tim? I'll have to go ahead and check that out. The Quilty Mom was telling Tim that she's 620, so we got one for Tim. That's awesome. That's awesome. Just taking a look here. Just looking back in the chat here for a minute. Kelly, did you get monetized? I know I'm probably a little bit behind in the times. I should have been keeping up on that if you were. I've just been really busy during the week, and I haven't been able to get to many streams like I did, or like that I normally did. You did get monetized. Well, congratulations, Kelly. That's awesome news as well. The reviews haven't been taking as long as Oh, it just happened today. Ah, so you're going to be doing a stream later on tonight, kind of a celebration stream. I'm assuming, Kelly. That's awesome news because I think it was like just last week I believe that you were under review for monetization. That was quick. That was quick. What time are you going live tonight, Kelly? Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Does Jamie's ears hurt when you saw that email? Yeah, I'm sure it would take a little bit of time. That's for sure. FTWD. What is that, Spanges? I'm not sure exactly. You're saying it's boring tonight? They're painting trees still? You were both screaming? I'm sure you guys probably were. I'm sure you probably were. Oh, Fear the Walking Dead. I haven't actually, you know what? I haven't actually got into that series whatsoever yet. I've been, I just finished Stranger Things, and I just finished The Ranch actually. I finished it actually the day, I want to say the day of or the day after this last season was released. Hey, Grace, how are you? All the way from Hawaii. Welcome, welcome. I'm actually just working now on the Disenchantment. The second season of Disenchantment came out, so I've kind of, I don't want to say I've lost interest in it, but it's been a little while since I've actually been able to watch it. So I'm kind of getting back in the swing of thing with with that show at the moment. Well, Texas is bigger, right? So they have more area to cover in order to find you. I've been okay, Grace. I've been really busy this week with the school week now. It's been such a big change for me because I don't actually always sleep at night. So having to get up with Mason in the morning and get him off to school, it's been kind of a change for me because I what I do is I ended up going to sleep at night and then um, I end up, if I can get a couple hours overnight, I definitely do. But once I get him to school, I tend to nap a little bit and just try to get as much sleep as I can during the day. When there's nobody here and I can just kind of crash out. Um, Thankfully, Friday and tomorrow, Mrs. K is home and she's usually up at 3:30 for work in the morning. So she'll be getting up with Mason in the morning to get him off to school and give me kind of a couple-day break anyway. Um, just from the because the fatigue with ankylosing spondylitis that sets in and it's not exactly fun. Ashley would be able to back me up on all of that. That's for sure. Um, just a quick question. I'm not sure if Ashley is still in the chat right now, but I know that we were on the road to getting Ashley to 5K. When she hits 5K, guys, she's gonna do a video or a stream when we're I guess her Brace and her son is gonna go ahead and put a pie in her face. I'm not sure exactly what the number is at this moment, but if Ashley's around and wants to give an update, I'd love to hear that. I didn't actually, I wasn't able to check before the stream. We were watching Big Brother, and then I basically came right into the stream. Hey Malta, how are you? Thanks for stopping by, Malta. I appreciate it. Most definitely. Most definitely. I appreciate the you popping by, giving your time for a few minutes, even, and smashing that like button. It definitely really helps. Nobody's dropped from heat stroke ever. Is that from The Walking Dead? I'm assuming. Yeah, having AS is kind of a struggle. I don't. It takes me a long time to actually get comfortable at night, and usually, um, usually I toss and turn back and forth before I actually fall asleep, or my body just decides to shut down, and I end up falling asleep. Um, Ralph's gonna drink a cup of black coffee when he hits 5K. Yeah, I could do that. That wouldn't bother me. I'm a coffee drinker. I mean, it'd be a lot different than when I how I normally have it. Um, Being diabetic now, I take two milks and a sweetener. But I used to actually drink a triple triple, which if I drank one like that now, it'd be like syrup. It says Ashley's at 4920. Guys, if you haven't hit up Ashley from Life with Ankylosing Spondylitis, let's get her to 5K. Um, I want to be able to see her son Brayson throw that pie in her face. Hopefully, she's better by that time. I mean, I know that she, like I said, she's been fairly sick this past week, but hopefully she's on the mend and we can pump up those get those numbers going and get her up to 5K. Yeah, you know what? I still keep the coffee and I don't drink as much pop or soda anymore. Most of the time it's iced tea, cold water, ice water, that type of thing. That's what I try to tend to. Being diabetic, I have to cut a lot of that stuff out, and the sugar and that type of thing does affect with my AS as well. It makes me a little bit my body a little bit more stiff, and doesn't it doesn't allow me to move as much as I'd like to. Hey, Brittany, thanks for stopping by. I believe you're a new channel that, as far as I know, you may have been here before. I'm not I'm not familiar, but I'm going to go ahead and after the stream, I'm going to go through and unless I can do that now, let's take a peek here. Yeah, I'm going to have to go back. We're new buds. Awesome, awesome. I'll have to go ahead and after the stream, for some reason, I'm not able to go into my. It won't let me click on your name and go to your channel, but I'm definitely going to go ahead and do that right after the stream. Check out the channel and show that love and the support back for sure, for sure. I'm all about that, guys. If there's somebody in the chat that you haven't, that you're not familiar with, or they're new, um, to the um, community, to yourself, if you're not, like I said, if you're not familiar with them, go ahead and check their channels out. Spread the love with everybody. Spread the support. That that's what it's all about, right? You got to support each other. Yeah, I don't run a really um, a really high tempo stream, that type of thing. Brittany, I know that you're new here. I do suffer with ankylosing spondylitis, diabetes, and a few other things, and I've never been a really big public speaker. So It's kind of a work in progress, and the live streams weekly. I've been trying to kind of get that confidence up and try to make it more of a regular thing, as well as making videos and that type of thing. I take footage and then I when I look it back when I look at when I look back at the footage, I tend to cut a lot of it out because I'm not myself personally. I'm not you know satisfied with what the footage that I took. So um, I tend to him and haw over videos. I take multiple cuts of videos and that type of thing. I really kind of try to do you know when I look at it back, if it's not what I really want to put out, or if it's not up to what my own standards are, then I won't. I tend to second guess myself, and I don't post a lot of those things. Um, but in time, that'll get better, and hopefully, I can get a little bit more content out. Um, the reason that I actually started up on with YouTube itself is when I was first diagnosed with life with, or sorry, when I was diagnosed with life with ankylosing spondylitis. Yes, no, when I was diagnosed last year with ankylosing spondylitis, I ended up searching on YouTube about about the disease and try to learn a little bit about it, and I ended up you know, getting in contact with Ashley, and we became really good friends. So she's the one that pushed me into doing videos and into doing live streams. Um, Again, I'm still new at all this kind of thing, but we're gonna give it a go and see how things go. Thanks, Brittany. I appreciate that. Yeah, check everybody out in the chat. Most definitely. I know there's channels from other all different communities, different groups of people, different genres even of videos. Some people do you know grow streams. Some people do information streams, chat streams. There's all different types of channels out there. That's why I do tend to say that a lot about Ashley with Life with Ankylosing Spondylitis, just because she's the one that got me into the YouTube thing, and I definitely do want to see her get to her 5K and see that pie in the face. That video will be priceless. Brittany's in the chat throwing some hearts out. I appreciate that. How's everybody else's week been going? Anybody do anything interesting this week? I tend to stay close to home just because mobility is kind of an issue with me for the most part. I do go out, but not as often and not as extensive as some people do. Um, Myself, just sometimes walking around the mall can be a chore where I'll go down and I'll walk a couple um, hallways in the mall, and I'll have to take a break because my lower back is just feels like it's tearing apart. That or I just stiffen up to the point I can't that I can't move. There's life. Life. I heard that your channel we're looking at 4,920. If you guys haven't checked out Ashley at Life with Ankylosing Spondylitis, please do. I definitely want to see that pie in the face. And although the pie in the face may not be, it'll be fun to see. That's for sure. But I think Ash will like getting that pie in the face too. It'll uh, it'll mark that 5K. Pies, yes. What kind of pie are you actually going to be using there, Ashley? Are we just doing a whipped cream pie, or are we gonna? It's crush. It's just a crust pie, whipped cream and pudding. Do you have it? Well, do you have it already? And then more whipped cream. Yeah, you got to make it nice and messy, right? Not yet. I keep dropping as well. I mean, I'm only a smaller channel, but I posted not long ago that I was at the 550. I'm actually now at 545. Ah, Herman the Great. He's lurking in the chat, or he's giving me the eyes. I'm not sure. Yeah, I keep pushing that number, Ash. Whenever I'm on, whenever I go live, I always try to throw it in there. I want to see you get to the 5K. You deserve it for all the hard work that you do. What's happening with Herman tonight? Is he out there lurking? Is he? He's entertaining you. Oh, okay, okay. That's all right. That's all right. I appreciate both of you guys stopping by. Herman the Great is another channel that I follow. Nose whistle. I'm not whistling, am I? I hope not. Oh no. I don't have one of them. I hope I'm not. I hope I'm not nose whistling. You should. Oh Herman. Oh Herman. You're you're younger than me, I guess, but hey, it's all about the fortune cookie, Herman. It's all about the fortune cookie. Not sure exactly how many other people will understand that joke between Herman and I, but what's been going on, Herman? How's uh how's the West Coast treating you? I still have my air conditioners in here. It's been fairly humid. Tomorrow's the first day of fall, so hopefully we cool off a little bit. Summer's nice, but the hot temperatures just get to me. I like it for a little while, and then it gets to be too much. I like a nice medium temperature, not too hot, not too cold. But winter is coming, right? I can just imagine what that video call is like. I just hope that I'm not nose whistling. That's my main thing. Nose whistler. I know I keep looking over the side there. Mrs. K's over there. I don't know if she can hear me. She's watching a show on her phone while I'm live. And apparently something was funny. Um, yeah. So we just. I'm not sure who's in the chat at the moment. We. It's weird. I always pull up this participant list, and it just says that I have 6 in the chat, and it only shows 4 on my list. So I don't know. What are we gonna do, right? Does anybody else have any lives or videos coming out that they want to throw out, throw out in the chat, get the recognition there? I'm gonna do something here because Trish, even in my chats the last couple of weeks since I started them, so you'll notice in your when you chat, I changed a little bit of color for you. Add to that, add to that list, right? But and I don't necessarily want to give too much away for Big Brother because not everybody's watched it at the moment. Um, it's getting it's really getting predictable. Not not tonight's episode was kind of boring to be honest. Didn't exactly have all the flair per se that it did previously in the season. I've been actually at night. The reason why I haven't been in so many streams that I normally would be in is my Leafs. They started the preseason again. They've played 4 games. We've lost 3 of them, but it's preseason, and I'm not necessarily too concerned. Um, the the season hasn't started. Starts October 2nd, so I'm looking forward to that. That's when the games actually start to mean something. The sharpshooter is here, the mod god. How are you? How are you, brother? Thanks for stopping by. You got a lot of channels that you're modding for tonight, there, James. Probably you're always on the go on multiple channels, but I definitely appreciate that you stop by and pop in and drop a like if you could. That would be awesome. I definitely appreciate it. You're always busy, James. I know. I know. I see you in all different streams all over. Um, just know that I appreciate everything that you do, and I'll always have your back there, James. You're good to you're good to so many channels, and people need to be people need to be a little bit more appreciative of those who support all of us, right? I mean, we have our regular supporters, and then there's guys like James that go out and they moderate and drop links and all that kind of thing in every single channel. So if you don't have James the Sharpshooter Mod God as a friend, go ahead and subscribe to James. He's a really cool dude. He's I don't think he could be replaced as a mod. He's got some clout, especially well, in my opinion, for sure. Can't speak for everybody, but James is a good dude. Trish, you and James are already friends. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Yeah, usually you'll see James in a lot of chats out there. He's uh, he's one of those all around jack of all trade mods. He goes everywhere, and I'm sure I'm sure that he's always busy and always the, the guy must type you know uh, like nobody's business, right? Um, we're just the links and that sort of thing. Just amazing, just amazing guy. I appreciate just the fact that he popped by even to say hi and you know throw a like, comment, chat. It's all good. James, you're always welcome. But no, like I said, I've been watching the preseason this season, and We've got a good team. They've kind of split the team down the center, so we don't. They're not playing. They're not playing the whole team every single night. October 2nd, that'll be keeping me fairly busy with hockey season starting. Kels, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. How are you tonight, Kels? Everything good, I hope. So many awesome people that I know that my chat's a little bit smaller, but the supporters that I have, they're absolutely amazing. You overnapped? Nah. Sometimes I wish I could nap. I could just have a nap. Overnap would be amazing. Um, no, that's all good, Kels. It's been a you were I think you were here last week as well, Kels. From what I remember. I've been thinking, guys. I don't know for sure. Um, I want to do a little bit more during the week, possibly as well. I'll probably keep my Sunday night lives, the Sunday night chat and chill. I'll probably keep those every week, but you might see me kind of do a surprise live throughout the week just to touch base with, you know, or broaden the horizons type thing on the channel. See if I can get a little bit exposure that way as well throughout the week. So you might see a surprise live up, uh, maybe starting this week. I may pick a day and just decide to go live. Kind of say hi, see what's happening. Jeff Fredericks in the house. Welcome, welcome. How are you, my friend? Take a peek here. Sorry, guys, I'm just doing something on the laptop here. It's kind of lagging a little bit on me, so I apologize that I'm just kind of popping in from different pages. And things don't necessarily want to load for me all that well in my on my laptop tonight. I don't know exactly if it's my internet or if it's my laptop itself. Not quite sure. It's taking me a little minute here. I hope I'm not buffering at all. I'm just pulling up my replay actually, and hmm, there we go. No buffering there. Perfect. Perfect. I always wondered because my laptop isn't always. It hasn't been always reliable for me. Um, the internet that we're using, I'm using 120 megabytes a second um, for my internet service, but my laptop doesn't necessarily always handle that. So it always concerns me to see that that everything was is working well. Yeah, you do there, Thick Thanos. That's awesome. We'll talk to you later. We'll see if that guy decides to come back. Hopefully, hopefully not. Sorry, I'd rather not have to. I'd rather not see him in the chat. Yeah, I don't know, James. I tend to the last not last week, but the week before that, I had a few really nasty trolls that came into the channel. Um, I always say too though. I mean, I don't want to say that trolls are welcome, but yeah, the trolls are giving it all up. No, I don't know. There was a uh, there was a troll in here not too long ago, a couple weeks back, and just relentless. It was an actually, and I don't want to give too much and dwell on it too much because I don't want to give trolls all that kind of attention. But it was a recruiting site out of the UK that they were just randomly trolling people and just being a nuisance, right? Um, but that's the first time I've had someone like that in the last couple of weeks, anyway. But I always say too, if you have trolls that are following you, then you know you got to be doing something right. If the trolls want to give you attention too, right? Who knows? We'll see. You're still dealing with a lot of pain, but you're trying to stay positive. Jeff, I hope everything's okay. Not sure what the cause of the pain or that is for Jeff, but I hope that pushes through. Oh, you're waiting on Humera. Are you're with you're AS as well, Jeff? Oh, I did not know that. I'm gonna have to. What am I? How long ago were you diagnosed there, Jeff? You just recently diagnosed. I was diagnosed in May of last year. Um, oh, just 1 month. So very new. Very new. Hey, Chris the fam, how are you? Thanks for popping by, popping into the chat. How are you tonight, Chris? But it's only been 1 month since your diagnosis there, Jeff. I know it can be a scary thing. I when I first diagnosed a year ago, the first place I came on to was YouTube to see, you know, to learn really to learn about AS and find out exactly as much as I can about it. And like I say, I come in contact with Ashley from Life with Ankylosing Spondylitis, um, and if it wasn't for Ash, honestly, I don't know exactly where I would be in my struggle with AS, as well as dealing with just the everyday things of what we deal with AS. But if you don't mind me asking, there, Jeff, how old are you at at, at the moment? He's a friend of yours, Ash. Oh, I did not know actually. Well, I probably did know. I just my my memory doesn't it doesn't always work for me the way I'd like it to. Oh, you met him from other streams. Oh, okay. And they just diagnosed you a month ago, Jeff. So you've been probably dealing with this for quite a while then. I know myself. I just turned 41 this past August, so I was diagnosed at 40, and I know the struggles that I go through daily. So I can just imagine adding 5 years to my life and my experiences with AS. I could, I'm not sure exactly. I can imagine what kind of pain you're in, and I definitely feel it for you. It just, wow. It says that your doctor said that you've been having it for a while. I they told me that they normally diagnose it between 15, usually 15 years old. Um, and being 40, I said, I've been dealing with this for 25 years and not knowing it. So now that I'm getting treatment for it, it makes it a little bit easier, but it's still a struggle day by day, for sure, for sure. Um, I just hope that the humor that they're giving you, Jeff, does do something for you. I know myself and Ashley, we're both on Cosentix right now. I don't know if that's going to change. Um, I've had a few side effects. I've had spots show up on my back, and other things. I don't know if that's from the medication or if that's just from having kind of a double barrel because I've got diabetes as well. So I'm type 2 diabetic. So um, having a double autoimmune disease, I don't know which one it's from or which one it's caused from, or it's coming from. Right? Yep. Yep. I definitely can relate to that, Jeff. I'm not sure how well I don't know if Ashley has kind of filled you in on my story. If you guys have just talked, between the two of you about AS. I kind of went through the same thing. I was taking a muscle. I was taking naproxen, pretty much a leave. I was taking two of them daily for probably about 3 to 4 years, and it got to the point where the medication burned an ulcer through my stomach that dropped my blood pressure so low that they told me that if it dropped any further, that I would have been in cardiac arrest. And when I went in to the emergency, I actually worked in the emergency that day. And I just said that I had to go home. I was feeling lightheaded. And they sent me home. I drove half an hour home, and my wife had to come get me, take me back to the hospital to be admitted for a week in order to have them, operate on my ulcer. And that's when I finally said, if I'm taking medication that's going to do internal damage to myself, it's best time that I get some answers and find out, what was actually happening, what was actually going on. Um, that's when once the ulcer was done, it just so happened that the occupational health doctor that I had when I was working at the hospital, um, her husband was a spine specialist. So within 2 weeks, I got in to see him. She had ordered a bunch of X-rays that he had asked for. Went for an MRI. I was negative for the HBLA 27 gene, but with my MRI, they right away cut and dry. My first MRI that I went to from my general practitioner, he it come back and said that I had herniated discs. I had disc degeneration that was never going to be resolved. And then it wasn't until I went to a bigger city and got a second opinion from an actual spine specialist that the minute he looked at my MRI, he said, "Nope, this is it. You're you know Cosentix right away." And because I was working at the hospital, I no longer could because I was now immune suppressant. So I couldn't be working in the emergency room by no means because I would get sick from everything that walked in the door. So that's long and short of it. That's my story. It's been the last couple of years. I actually went off of work. They put me off of work January 2018, and I've been off of work ever since. Um, Now, there's other things that follow in with that. I'm sure that other people that have AS or have any chronic illnesses like that can tell you that I've been home for a year, and there's times where I get I get just the average depression or that type of thing. It happens. It happens. I get anxiety. Um, I get anxious. You get that I forget what they call it, where you're at home all the time and you just feel like you have to get out, but you really can't go anywhere because AS kind of limits you to that sometimes. Um, yeah, I don't know even my regulars that I see all the time. I'm not sure if they even know a lot of my story. I know Ashley does just because we've been talking for just over a year now and become really good friends. But I haven't actually went ahead and discussed that on my channel, or I haven't really been. People knew. Some people do know that I've had AS and the connection that Ashley and I have with that. But being on YouTube as well, Jeff, welcome. I did not know. I didn't. I may have been told before, but you know, God bless me. I can't remember things. My memory doesn't serve me all well that doesn't serve me well all the time. I tend to forget a lot of things if I don't write it down. My wife, Mrs. K, she does all my appointments and reminds me because without her, I would just forget. I would just forget. Yeah, being cabin fever. That's what it is. It came to me as soon as you said that it has been crazy stuck in my house. I get cabin fever all the time because I don't go out all the time. I don't going to the mall and walking around and being on disability. I don't have all that kind of money to just kind of walk around and just buy what I'd like. Kind of enjoy myself that way. But that's all part and parcel for it. If it wasn't for my wife, I don't know where I'd be. And having three young boys as well, I've got a 14, 12, and 4-year old. Um, yeah, it's getting them off all the school and doing all that kind of stuff. It can be very challenging. It can be very, very challenging. You can relate with the memory thing, Jeff. I'm sure you can. I can't remember what I did earlier for the most part. Um, I have to put it, I put it in my phone, and that's the only way that I know I remember that I have my injection days, which is coming up on the 26th. So this coming Thursday, I believe it is, will be my injection day. I take two injections of 150 milligrams or milliliters of Cosentex, or milligrams. I think that's how it is. Um, so I take 300 once a month, and I don't see my specialist until November, I believe. It could be actually later. I'd have to ask the wife to find out if to find out the specifics of that. It may actually even be into December that I see him. Not not sure, but and we'll see if at that point if anything changes, right? If he ups my medication or lowers it or changes it, maybe I'm not sure. Your memory is crap too, Kelsey. Yeah, I don't know if it's just getting as I get older or or just being. I know my wife will tell me that it's just being male, but no, I we will have to definitely touch base, Jeff. I since meeting since meeting Ash with Life with Ankylosing Spondylitis, huge supporter of Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Jeff. If it wasn't for my wife for having full time at her job and having really really good benefits, I honestly don't know where I'd be. I really don't know where I'd be. Oh, that I'm far gone then, Kels. 30. Ew. I don't even remember when I was 30. It's been that. It feels like it's been that far away. Spanjies is still here kicking around in the chat. I appreciate it. It's so true though, Jeff. If it wasn't for my spouse right now, or like my wife right now, I don't know where I'd be. I'd probably like I can't get out of bed you know in the morning, so I sleep actually on a power recliner. It's actually just behind me. Um, that I sleep on because I can't get comfortable, and in the mornings I can't get out of bed. So the power recliner sits me up, and I kind of stand up. That's the only way that I can do it. I've been doing it for probably just over a year now. It was only 5 years for me, but I can't remember most of that year. I can appreciate that, Kels. I definitely can. I definitely can. And there's a lot of times, guys, if you ever see me, and I always say to you guys, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and check out that video a little bit later. If I forget, and you're in one of my chats, and I haven't commented on one of your things yet, please remind me because I will definitely go ahead and do that. If I don't write it down, I put it in and watch later, and I just forget to drop back into it and that type of thing. Eh? There's my A thing again. Just catching up in the chat here a little bit. Hey David, how are you? Thanks for popping by, my friend. I'm usually live for about an hour. We can go a little bit longer, maybe if we can keep the chat going and stuff. I don't my chats. I don't usually. I thought you forgot because you were Canadian. No, no, no. The ground freezes, but not so much. Sorry, guys. I live next to a hospital, so I see, we see cars and the traffic and ambulances and that type of thing go by fairly often. I just happen to see something go by the window, and I'm on a ground floor as well, so it. Just taking a peek at something here. We got says that we have 8 people in the chat. 8 thumbs up, guys. If you could do me a favor, if you're just popping by, and we're kind of winding it down a little bit, but you could go ahead and smash that like button, throw me a comment, subscribe if you haven't already. I definitely appreciate that. Like I said, I'm not necessarily a huge. I'm not always. I'm not really really big on public speaking. I never have been, but quite quite the name, Sir Lancelot, or Lancelot. That is quite a name, Spanjies. I agree. I definitely agree. I'm not sure exactly who still it says I have. It says that there's 7 people in the chat. We've been live for just over an hour now. Ah, the my God's still here. That's good, James. You know what? I appreciate you just stop popping by. You're figuring out how to make shit bombs or poop bombs, or I think that. Yeah, I'm not usually on the laptop, guys. So when an emoji comes up, I kind of look at it. Should probably have my glasses on. Um, did they, Jeff? Just curious. I mean, I know that you're new to the stream itself. Um, did they say when you were going to go ahead and receive your Humera? Like, did they say it was going to come soon? That's better. I can see a little bit. You know what? I can actually see clear probably without my glasses. But when I'm reading text and that type of thing on a computer or on my phone for sure, I definitely need my glasses. That is for sure. Just putting. I'm just looking at. I've got the actual like live. Still pending prior authorization. Oh, really? Eh? So they haven't. They still have to put it through, like in order for you to be, um, in order for you to get it sent to you, right? Hey, Jay Stokes, how are you? Thanks for coming by. I know I keep looking back and forth. I keep seeing over the corner of my eye. I don't know. Um, little Mason, he's gets up here and there, and I don't know exactly if he's sleeping all that. You should hear something by Tuesday. You have to keep us updated, Jeff. Maybe I should have my. I think I do in my about section. I just want to take a peek here. No, I don't have my email in there. I'm gonna go ahead. I'll go ahead and drop my email. Jeff can email me. Okay. Okay. Tell you what, Jeff. I'm gonna go ahead. I'll drop my email in the chat. Now, this isn't actually my. This is just my YouTube email. Do I happen to be a police officer because I remind you of somebody? No, I am not. No, I am not. Um, Thanks for taking care of that for me there, Ashley. I definitely appreciate that. Which, what another troll there, Ash? Which one are we referring to? Who knows? Don't ban. Do you know? We know you're not a troll there, James. We definitely know you're not a troll. I know Ashley's not a troll. Um, Sorry, guys. You'll try. I just sent you a message there um, on Messenger there, Ash. I don't know. I don't know if you could. Yeah, I don't. I'm not sure, to be honest. And I, you know what? I don't know for sure. But the question about the police officer and then the whatever that kind of stuff he was saying, I don't know. I that's why I figured that that might be where it was coming from. But Jeff, here's my. I'm gonna throw my. That's my actual email to my channel. Um, if you want to go ahead and contact me there, I can give you my actual personal email that I use on a daily basis. Um, Jeff, it'll work out, buddy. Did I miss something there, Ash? Or are we talking about the insurance and that type of thing going through to get him that Humira? Oh, okay. Yeah, it will eventually, it'll definitely work itself out, and they'll definitely get you the medication that you need in order to take care of the condition that you have. That's I only learned a lot. I learned a lot of my stuff from Ash, and I've met so many people on YouTube with the same condition. So it's quite it's quite eye opening because at first you feel like you're all alone. You really do. I mean, when I was first diagnosed, I felt lost because it was like I'm the only person that has it. I don't know exactly what it is. For the most part, I can't even pronounce it or spell it. Um, oh yeah, yeah. No, no, no. It's different, but if there's if Jeff ever wants to reach out to me, by all means, I have no problem with that. When it comes to AS and that sort of thing, um, Ash has always been kind of my my rock in that per se. Supporting me with everything that I've gone through, and I can't thank her enough. Um, but by all means, I mean I've had other male um, you know I've had other males too that have reached out to me about it, and we just kind of discuss being male, what kind of things that we deal with. Having AS and what what we go through on our daily basis. So if I can be at all help or even just an ear to listen and kind of help you get through those things, Jeff, by all means, throw me an email. I will hook you up with my actual my personal email, and we can go from there. My personal email I don't actually put on my YouTube channel just because it's my personal email and everything comes to it. There's very few people that have it, but um, yeah, I'll definitely be there for you, Jeff, in any way I can. Um, yeah, I we support each other. We support each other, and now that I'm aware that you know um, you're another person with AS and is part of the community, by all means, I'll, and I we Ash and I always joke about this. She has my back, I have hers, and between the two of us, we have one healthy back. But yeah, we'll stand together on that and help you out in any way we can, for sure, for sure. Herman's farting and he wants Taco Bell so he can crap. I want Taco Bell. I want Taco Bell. I'll have to talk to Mrs. K and see if I can go out there later and get some. Not promising that that'll happen, but you ate Taco Bell tonight too? Uh, you guys need Taco Bell, making me all jelly. Yeah, you want to get something with flavor. See, see what you guys did. Now everybody in my chat wants Taco Bell. Yep, yep. Makes everything easier, right? Although usually about a couple hours after you eat it, you just can't make any plans. Um, Herman and I should be Taco Bell sponsors. I agree, guys. We should actually ask for royalties. Yeah, and you know what, Ash? In all honesty, you eat Taco Bell with all the soup that you've been having. Yeah, I know when they have me on a liquid diet when I was in the hospital, was not was not was not something I should probably bring up. Um, no, I can. Yeah, Taco Bell never gives Kels the shits. I don't know. I don't know how that doesn't happen there, Kels. Smash that poopy like button. You missed the food in the hospital, David? You know what? I used to work in an emergency room, and actually, my wife works in the kitchen of the hospital that I used to work at. Um, so we get, we hospital food is not something that I definitely miss. A lot of times when I was in the hospital, I asked her to bring something else in for me. There's some things I would eat, but not very much. If I even look at Taco Bell, I'm running for the restroom. Yep, yep. Within a couple hours, I'd say within about an hour of eating Taco Bell, you don't make any plans for about 2 hours at least. It's just one of them things, right? It's like a natural laxative, if you can call that kind of stuff natural. I don't know. David, are you? If you're saying that the food's excellent, you've got to be in the U.S., right? Can't be in Canada, because I can tell you that hospital food in Canada, it'll get you by, but that's about it. Yeah, see, David's out in Michigan. Yep. Um, yeah, the food there would be probably, it'd be awesome because you're, well, for one, in the US you guys pay for all of that stuff, right? So you get what you pay for. In Canada we don't. It's all free healthcare, so you can just imagine what a free meal is like, right? And it's not at a restaurant, but per se, it's not like you're going with friends and somebody else picked up the bill for you. It'd be nice, but it ain't the case. You have three hospitals in the area, and only one has decent food. So that one's probably the one that's packed all the time, or the one that people go to per se the most. Because I know if the out of the three or four hospitals in the region that, here where I am, um, actually my wife's kitchen makes the food for all four of them, or all four or all five. Ooh, little Mason's up. I apologize if it gets a little bit. I don't know what he's not sleeping with, but or why he's not sleeping, but good night, Mason. I wouldn't want to be him. Um, it's the least busy, eh? Is it probably the most expensive hospital though? Spanges, you're gonna take off. I appreciate you coming by, my friend. Much respect, and we will definitely see you again next. Hopefully next week. Next week. You live in New Orleans, so you would think the hospitals would have decent food, but it's not. It's see. Herman, you're going to get Taco Bell. Come to Canada and take me with you. I'm probably gonna sign off here in probably. I'm gonna say I'm gonna give it about another 10 minutes per se, and then we'll go ahead and roll on out of here for the night. Um, I'm actually amazed that I was I've keeping the stream going over an hour. Do I want anything A? Yes, yes I do. Taco Supremes. Those are my favorite. Taco Supremes or Fry Supremes. Uh, do you deliver, Herman? Because now we got a bunch of orders in the chat. You're gonna be busy there, son. um, have a good night, Spangies. I appreciate you coming by. No, but it used to be a Catholic hospital. Oh, so it's a okay. All right. All of our hospitals here, you basically go into it doesn't religion isn't necessarily a big thing per se in our hospitals, but everybody has their own religion, so they bring in whatever religion that the family requests, you know, to be part of, like whatever they follow, whatever they believe in, the beliefs and the religions that they follow. The hospitals bring whoever it is. There's no set hospitals that in based on religion. Kels is asking Herman if they have dog ham. We're gonna have to send Herman and I a list with all of our orders on it. If he's going to Taco Bell, hopefully he delivers. What's everybody else got planned on for the rest of the night? Anything interesting? Anybody else going live tonight? I know Kelly was planning on going live. I'm not sure if or Miss Kelly. I don't know if she actually has gone live as of yet. Um, I think it's weird because no. I don't discriminate towards that. No, by all means. I mean, whatever whatever hospital you go to. That I mean, hey, if that's going to give you the best care, then that's what's going to give you the best care, right? Um, that's where you have to go, especially when you have something like myself and Jeff, Ashley from Life with Ankylosing Spondylitis. Those we have to be when we go to the hospital, they actually have to reverse isolate us because of the conditions that we have. Wait, did I tell people you are you going live tonight, Kels? Are you going? Yeah, Miss Kelly is going live. There's, you know what? There's so many. There's some channels that sound the same. Miss Kelly is going live, I believe at 11 o'clock, in probably just over half an hour from now. I don't know if Kels is going to go live tonight as well. Um, I think she's kind of questioning whether she told people if she was going live or not. Um, if you did, Kels, it's been a little while. We miss you. And then with your lives, I try to jump in when I can. I just a lot of times at night I'm like I said I try to fall asleep and it just doesn't happen. And that's usually when I pop into a live. But if I do pop in late at night, I tend to doze off, not because of the content, just because my body shuts down. Um, but I always look forward to those overnight lives that you can kind of be part of and join in. Yes, guys, a big congratulations to Miss Kelly. She was monetized today. She got the email while she was on a phone call, and with Jamie, they were chatting it up about probably about the monetization and how long it takes. And at that time, she got the email to be monetized. So big congrats to Miss Kelly. Big shout out to her. Um, I'm just spreading that support out for sure. If you haven't checked her out, guys, check out Miss Kelly. Um, like I said, monetized today. Lots of hard work, and it's always worth the accomplishment that comes with it, right? You're up to 3 games. The newest one is a guessing slash trivia game. Disney. Got to be Disney, right, Kels? Got to be Disney. I'm gonna definitely go ahead and check out Miss Kelly's. It's got to be Disney. It's got to be Disney. Hey, Anamora, thanks for stopping by. We're just about to kind of wind this stream down a little bit. Been live. It's going on about an hour and 25 minutes, an hour and a half. Um, it's been a good night. It's definitely been a good night. Um, I know that, like I said, Miss Kelly is. Sorry about that. Miss Kelly's going live at 11, from what I hear. It's gonna be a celebration stream. She just got monetized today. If you could do me a favor, guys, the last time I heard Ashley from Life with ankylosing spondylitis, she's at 49.20. We're trying to get her to 5K. When she does meet the 5K, she's going to get a pie in the face from Bray. So I'm going to be looking forward to that, and hopefully we can get those numbers up for her. Like I always say, guys, if there is anybody in the chat that you have not you're not familiar with, and you want to go ahead and check out a channel, by all means, go ahead and love up on each other, spread that support, get that out there. Break6 is my son. He does a gaming channel. He has been off for a little while, but I was just talking to him today, and he's going to try to get back into the routine of doing some channels, so or like some videos and that type of thing. So look for him in the future, guys. Break6. He's like I said, he's a gaming channel. It's not for everybody, but if you have young children that like to play games and video games and that type of thing, he's uh, he's out there as well. I'm gonna go ahead, guys, and wrap this one up for tonight. I hope you guys all enjoyed the stream tonight. I look forward to doing another Sunday night chat and chill next Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard, um, six Pacific. Yeah, 6 Pacific. Um, I thank everybody, guys, for stopping by. If you're watching this on the replay, and you could do me a favor, smash that like button, throw me a comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and who knows, guys, maybe you'll see me sometime in the middle of the week here. I haven't decided yet. I'm gonna probably do a pop up live sometime this sometime this week. I'm probably thinking Wednesday, but I don't know exactly for sure, and I don't know exactly what time during the week as well. I'm sure it'll be sometime in the evening, probably after 9 o'clock, sometime maybe 9, 10 o'clock in the evening, after little Mason goes to bed and we get kind of settled in. I hope you guys all have an awesome week. I hope you guys all had an awesome weekend, and we will see you all guys very shortly. Now, now my mouse doesn't want to work. All right, guys. Again, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate all the love and support, and we will see you guys all very very soon. Have a good night. Bye, y'all.